Good evening, Sarah, and thank you for coming in.
Good evening.
Can I ask you, first of all, obviously it is a difficult time to look at Madonna's life retrospectively, but details of her death are still actually reaching the studio as we speak. Um, but what I would like to ask you first is, what do you think the people and the public will miss most about Madonna?
Well, Abel, the thing about Madonna's life is it was a series of great achievements. She became known throughout the world at a very young age. She went on to not just dominate, but reshape the entire music industry. Um, the world has lost a star today, and her premature death is yet another aspect of this story which is so hard to believe. She will be missed. People will miss her for her ability to shock an audience, her influence in the music industry. The world has lost its most controversial cultural icon of all time.
Thank you, Sarah. She was indeed a controversial icon and also an important pop icon. Let's have a look at some of the events surrounding her death.
Madonna was seen leaving a venue in East Manhattan, New York at about 3:40 a.m. The weather conditions were good. In the same vehicle, the driver, aged 43 and a still unknown friend of Madonna, died before reaching the hospital. When assistance reached the location, passers-by and photographers were already gathering around the area. The police decided to close the area and is still inaccessible as we are speaking. It is reasonable to argue that the impact was strong enough to be lethal for all the three passengers. The event suddenly generated attention and attracted more people. This, many argue, slowed down the work of the emergency car and might have decreased the chances to save Madonna and the other passengers. Although this thesis is not confirmed, it is one of the rising suspicions on an already mysterious death case. Some of the passers-by can confirm that the car where Madonna was sitting was trying to avoid a group of photographers, while other witnesses said that the car was driving too fast and in a bizarre way, as if the driver was not in control of the vehicle. BBC News, New York.
It is no surprise that an impressive number of stars from the music and movie industry and also politicians and artists have paid their respects to Madonna. We have received comments from eminent figures in the political scene and the Hollywood industry. Let's start having a look at what they had to say and how they would like to remember Madonna. Ex-husband and father of her son Rocco, Guy Ritchie, released just a few words and said, "My heart is still broken." Other artists from the music industry all acknowledged her importance. Singer and dancer Justin Timberlake defined Madonna as the greatest cultural force in the 20th century. Lady Gaga was interviewed today and said that she was one of the few people I was truly envious of. Singer Britney Spears released a statement saying, "I can't stop crying over the sad news. The world has lost one of the greatest, but her music will live on forever." Other personalities from the entertainment and fashion industries shared their feelings. Fashion designers Dolce & Gabbana, who worked with Madonna, defined her as a truly unique visionary in the world of fashion. Antonio Banderas, a very close friend of Madonna, shared a piece of his personal story stating that it was because of Madonna, in a way, that I went to school to learn English. Finally, we have a first reaction here from US President Barack Obama. Mr. Obama recognized the important role of Madonna in shaping the popular culture of our century and offered his condolences to her children, and he also said, "I think everybody remembers hearing her songs, watching her dancing on television. Madonna had aspects of her life that were controversial and tragic, but we'll mostly remember her for her music and great performances." Many of those paying tribute had the opportunity to work with her for many years. She was a friend to probably some of the most influential people in the world. She moved to New York in 1978 at the age of just 20 and explored her unique talent for singing and dancing. She became the top-selling female artist ever worldwide. with about 200 million CD sales.